there, everyone. Usa George here, and welcome to another episode of City Building Saturdays. Excuse me. We are here on episode number 248 of the series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. Hope that your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. Do apologize for those here on Twitch. My sleep schedule today was just completely, absolutely, positively tried going to sleep. Tried to, make sure stuff happened, that I got to sleep on time and all that jazz. But, I did, and I just, earlier stuff this week just was like, duh. So, yeah. My alarm went off to be able to go do the stuffs, and tried to, went and turned it off, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's time to get up. Time to get up. And then sort of thing, So yeah, that's what happened. A literal fall back asleep, wake up, and was like, and I actually, so when I woke up, part of me was part of me was panicking. I was like, wait a minute. I'm literally scratching part of whoa, excuse me. Scratching part of my canopy. I was like, wait a minute, am I supposed what is today? What is today? I was curious. I was like, what day is it? And then I realized, oh wait, it's Saturday. I was thinking it was, a work day, because of the way my things were, so. And it was like one of those moments of, duh. Yeah, part of the reason why, of course, that things are the way they are is I was getting a little bit of time after work, getting just a smidge of work done on I didn't save or anything, but I did a little bit of scouting around to take a look-see at what we could do. Getting stuff ready, done, etc. So, that was something I did, and that was probably I had to run an errand after work. Go get something picked up and all that. And between that and taking a look at that's probably, in addition to the previous stuff I've had this week, my sleep schedule being all kablammy, all blown to bits. That's probably what made me oversleep a little bit. I mean, I even made sure I was like, Trey, as much as you want to go plan things out, you need to go to bed. Go to bed. It's better that you go to bed. You see, this is why I didn't spend too long taking a look-see and didn't worry about saving, because, I wasn't going to worry about that. It's like, it was only going to be, the equivalent of, marching, the equivalent of across a hand, like 3 seconds worth of game time or whatever to I could easily just pull up the current save file, which we're doing right now, and just, pull up that info and, go from there. So, just like I said, I was just looking around, let's see. And I was like, come on. I was doing sort of what I'm thinking right now. I was like, come on, game. Do your thing. Do your thing. I need to get this stuff done so that, we can have, so I can get to bed. So, yeah, it's like one of those things, as I said, quite literally, alarm went off. I was like, oh, yes, it's time to get up. City building Saturdays. Click. Reach over. Click. Off alarm. Lean back. It's time to get ready. Literally fell back asleep. I hadn't even been awake for maybe... I was probably awake for maybe 20, 30 seconds before I went back to sleep. It was one of these things of... I'll tell you, yesterday at work, this morning, was a huge pain in the butt. I had to go do some real heavy lifting. Had to, these big, bulky, garage suspension units. It's the sort of thing that if you have a garage, you can attach it to the roof of your garage. Basically, it comes with, I'm forgetting what it's called specifically, but basically, you have you have a grading unit that, that you put together, attach, thingamabob to each corner, a hanging unit. And of course you would pre-position it, pre-position the hanging units first. You make sure, okay, it's like I want it in this spot, attach the things that, go into the ceiling, and then you put in the grate. I had to worry about stocking some of those, and those were a huge pain in the butt to move. Because, of how bulky they were. And everybody is, in their own way, just running around like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to get stuff done. Because we have, so much to do. It was a case of it was kind of hard to, flag somebody down to, say, hey, I need some help putting this out. Fortunately, Tree being the smart sort of, tree he is, he was able to use his big, powerful canopy brain, and he was able to get himself the right stuff, the right tools to help get this stuff put up. And that's exactly what I did. It did take, it's, sort of going back to Zeus Poseidon, it's whatever of the Atlantis campaigns it is. I think it's like I think it's the Enlightenment in the West, as I recall. I think. Or was it Life in the Mediterranean? Yeah, no, I think it was Life in the Mediterranean. It's the second scenario there, as where Atlas, you trick Hercules into taking Atlas's place to hold up the world, so Atlas can, go dredge the Straits of Gibraltar. And, Hercules goes and says, at the end of the episode, he goes, why didn't I have a little less brawn, a little more brain? Well, I actually thought this to myself. This is one of those instances where I use my brain to control my brawn. Like I said, these shelving units, these suspension units, these garage suspension units, it's literally bulky. I mean, it's about it's about I'm just having to guesstimate here. It's about about 3 inches, maybe about 10 centimeter, 3 inches, maybe about 9 or so centimeters in thickness, and it's about just over 3 feet and about a meter in length, and about 2.5 feet, about 3 feet, and about just under a meter in width. So it's of course it's got, you got the racking, you got the all the other stuff, and it's like having to move this by yourself can be a pain. But of course, like I said, it's I use big brain. I use big canopy brain to move stuff, and that's what I did, because I had to put some of it out, and I didn't have enough room to put it all out, so I had to put it in the local storage location, and that was fun. I was getting it, the part of getting it out on the shelf, that was the real big fun part. And that's where I really use my brain to help me get my stuff done. So, it took a little bit of creativity, it took a little bit of wrangling, took some brute strength, but like I said, I used brain to control brawn. Work smarter, not harder. Though there are times, this is one of those times where having to work harder is working smarter. I know that's oxymoronic, but in a way, instead of using the working harder to work smarter is oxymoronic in its own way, but at the same time, I would rather have the work hard. If working harder is working smarter in this case, it's worth it. Like I said, I came up with a solution to be able to get the stuff put out, so it's a case of I now have another trick up my sleeve sort of thing, That's one of these things that with, most any job, if you find those little tricks to help you out to get the job done, obviously I wasn't trying to hurt myself, but still I needed to have some amounts of sort of thing, Like I said, I'm hoping that sorry, I had to get a drink there. I'm starting to plan, hopefully, if fate should be with us, and I am hoping that it will be. I'm very careful. I'm hoping that I can blub blub here at the end of next month. By the end of next month, hopefully, have the GPU I need for the new system. And then finally, we'll be able to enjoy the new system and get it running and all that. have a lot. We won't have to worry about spending a moment like right now, 15 minutes or 10 minutes having to load up Skylines. Like I said, you know, in some ways, the current GPU CPU setup I got is just, it is the proverbially ancient. Just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. A little bit of information there. So yeah, the proverbial. These guys are ancient. The way excuse me, um excuse me. Come on, you can do this. Like I said, it's the new GPU and all of that. That's why I'm wanting to get, at minimum, I'm hoping to get a 20 gig card. I would honestly prefer a 24 gig card. So is that it can just, go, chugga chugga chugga, go along. Come on, game, you can do this. Come on, you can do it. There we go. There we go. So funny is that the sound cues before the screen transitions over. Yeah, once I can get the new system here going, that'll help. Come on. Okay, so what was I looking at? Okay, so like I said, I just did a little bit of research into my stuff. I did have a rocket launch. Oh. So that is a thing. Part of what I did, I also took care of some stuff over here, did some terraforming, did some expanding. So the plan that I have to start us off with, let's see here. We need some more peeps. So, we have some dirt. Let's select our standard thingamabob here. Let's go ahead and we will max the brush size. And let's see, where was I? Was it there? Somewhere over, here we go. Here we go. It's like, I knew it was somewhere over here near this border. One of the things I did do was, I did expand the city by one tile to get the, come on, over here to get the, rail access, so, let's see here. Yeah, as you guys can see, I went and plugged the stuff in here into the system, so hopefully things will work out. Let's go ahead here. Come on, game. Stop struggling. I know I'm taxing my GPU to heck. Come on. There we go. I want to get that little bit over here done first. Come on. Want to get that little ocean bit scooted out of the way first, so... Wait for some of that water to move out of the way. We'll go ahead and flatten this little bit here out. Scooch in a little bit more. Start working our way from this side too. Be a way to somewhat more quickly fill up our stuff. Yeah, it's, the plan is to, of course, go and build up this residential block right here. Let's go and make sure we get some of this land brought up. And there we go. That little bit there is done. Oh, forgot about that. Well, this is one of those moments where we can use this higher elevation soil to use it as fill. Let's go and fill this little bit here in. And then we can start building up more residential. All right. Let's go ahead here. Come on. There we go. We'll sort of start off. Let's see here. Triple check the mains. Good, good. Got some put in some residential here, so as that we can start fulfilling that demand. Ooh, idea time. Can I? I'm not sure. I didn't try. Well, actually, quote Yoda, try not. Oh, good. I'll be able to put in a train station there. Could put one over here, too. I think it'll be wiser to try and put one up over here. So, come on, game, stop. Ew. It's going, oh, Tree Daddy! I can't do it. You can do it, game. We do need to put in... Do I have a... switch tabs here. I think I do need to go ahead and put in a... what's it down here somewhere? A metro terminal. We'll put it down right down here. We'll put a traditional terminal right there. And we'll just have it hook up to this guy and that guy. But first, let's finish worrying about the train station. One step at a time. One step at a time, tree. Make sure that they're connected, that they are. Let's actually do ourselves a favor. There we go. I am sorry, guys. I just got distracted by White Cat. Hello. Hello. Hi. Give me attention, Tree Daddy. Give me attention. I want all the attention. I'm the center of the universe. Tree Daddy, give me attention. You are happy, White Cat. Here. Come here. Hold you on my tree lap there. And now I'm going to hold you with my limb for a moment. You are a White Cat indeed. White Cat jet engine. The thing of it is, I'm back to being comfy in my tree seat here. And, I don't want to have to worry about having to shift myself to get you over to the mic. That's weird, is that some of the other cats I've had, some of them haven't really liked being held. Some of them, like White Cat, do. Or at least for White Cat, because I think I'm his tree, he's far more tolerant of being held, often because he knows that it's good for his peace of mind, and he also gets attention. God, you are really jet engine right now. I'm going to set you down. Set you down. Here you are. I feel your paw there. It's literally got on my right hand set of twigs that I use. He's literally got one of his paws across 3 of the main twigs. His right rear paw. I've got him presenting some of my left twigs, and he is just busy scenting the heck out of them. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me attention, Tree Daddy. Give me attention. I'm the center of the universe. Screeches. Skitches. You just want all the attention, don't you? Oh, you really like being oh, I'm scratching him on his just the right part of his neck where he's flicking on his right hand side or his right leg side, scratching him in just the right spot where he's starting to flick his right rear paw. I could feel it thumping against my my root. Now, just a sec here, White Cat. Now hold your head. You tend to get goop in your in the corners of your eyes, so de-goop the eyes. De-goop the eyes. Like I said, you are part dog. You're just humoring me and the rest of my family by pretending to be a cat. You're a dog in a catsuit cat. Like, give me those top of neck webs. Yes. 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 Okay, I'm going to set you down now, White Cat. I have a stream to do. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled stuffery. Here we can... Oh, wait, that's inbound. Ooh, okay. Here's what we can do. Let's see here. Okay. What we can do is take advantage of this lawn right here. Flip it around. There we go. Flip that around. Let's toggle our build stuff. Let's see here. We'll just draw the line like that. Draw it up. Keep most of that low so that we can have continue to finish putting in whatever metro system we need over in this part of town. Well, let's see here. Let's yeah, let's oh. That can be, let's do just one station here. I was thinking, do I want to do two or do just the one? And we can have probably somewhere over here some sort of another station over somewhere approximately this area. We can use this one to go out that way. You know, it's basically one of these moments of They're trying to figure out how can I make sure to keep my costs under control but still make some money, you know? Alright, let's go ahead here. Go, complete line. I did one of the things I did do is I added some bus lines here to help with some of the stuff, so hopefully to help improve this little. I probably kind of messed it up a little bit, but hopefully with this new station right here, and of course further expanding our population, we'll hopefully be able to make some good stuff happen. I think I'll leave stuff like that. Let's do that. Let's go ahead here. Do that. So we can start to get some development down here. What the heck are you guys? Oh, those are the bus depot. I was like, what in the heck are these things? Oh, those are the bus depots. Dum-dum. Let's go ahead here. Hello there, White Cat. Ew. It's a demand for some commercial space here, so with the train station here, of course, the cargo train terminal. Don't I have one up over here? Yeah, like I said, I think I'm really going to try in the future to try to sort of make a, you know, sort of do something maybe on this size with a walking district, with a pedestrian district, but to, you know, try to make it a little more uniform. But maybe, you know, get rid of this road, do something to make it more efficient. Because as you guys can see, we got people who need taken care of. Try to make it more efficient. There's a station. Ooh. Let's see, people are using it. Look at that. Let's see, is there anything I got on the smallish side I can build? Small-ish, relatively speaking. I want to kind of put something, a couple attractions up in this area, besides what we got there. Oppression office. Yeah, let's put up an oppression office. That way we can have some attractions over here to bring some people down here. Hopefully have them use the metro. Alright, let's continue to work here. Do some more prep work in this area. There we go. And then one of the things we definitely need to do is continue to slowly decommission this area, because of course Twee says we need to make this area go bye-bye so that we can level it all off. So one thing I do need to look-see at here, while I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about it. What I'm thinking about here is, because of course of the way I want stuff to run, I am wanting to, oh, look at that. Get rid of this. And this. There we go. So I'm going to make an adjustment here. There we go. And then, come on, give me what I want. I was recently at work. I was actually watching one of these, the developmental diaries for Skylines 2, and it one of the things they mention is how they've changed the power, some of the power distribution, and I was like, that's cool. They made it more realistic in that I'm gonna have to have transmission lines. I can't do, it can't always be like this. I can't have a little spur like that and have stuff like that. I'm actually going to have some dedicated transmission lines, high power transmission lines. And so, yeah, that's going to have to be a thing. Oh, look at that. I knew that. All right, we already got some demand here for some more residential, so let's go ahead and, yeah, before we start further dismantling stuff, come on. I'm going to do this on the other side. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Just making sure. Making sure it wouldn't take over that one spot. But, let's see here. What I'm going to do, the smart thing, I'm going to do that. Sorry, boys. Oh, come on. Could have moved these guys over, but I think about it. No. All right. First thing we're going to do, aside from that, of course, is do this. Power line thusly. That way I can block up the, oh, come on. Let's go ahead and get some dirt. Get some dirt. But we don't need any dirt. No dirt tree. Don't need dirbage. Hello there, guard kitty. You busy playing guard cat? I was looking out of the corner of my eye and I saw a white cat just sitting here by my tree chair, and I was like, you playing guard kitty right there, white cat? That's one of the reasons I know that he's a dog in a catsuit cat, is he'll play guard. Guard cat. Alright. Let's go ahead here. Small brush. We're now going to officially block this off for reasons of science. And of course also city development. So now this area is going to start to fill up. And of course, it's a good thing we don't have all of it, some of the area here blocked off in terms of stuff. So let's go ahead here. Sorry, folks, you are getting moved by executive order of the mayor. Really sorry, guys, but it's got to be done. All right, let's go ahead here. First, decommission that one. Well, that's Oh, wait, did I just shot myself in the roots again. I'm just saying my own arse. Yes, we trees have arses. All right. Guys, don't be sad. Be glad. You're getting to go bye-bye. As much as it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I'll still do it like I am. And I'm going to leave this road right in service here. And what I think we're going to do is switch over here to monodirectional. To help there we go. Oh, actually, yeah, let's make, only for this part will it be monodirectional there. Dum-dum. All right. Look at this. The old area here is finally getting decommissioned. At least from for me, it's at least getting better in some ways. I have no need to go down there. With that, we're getting some improvement here in business, in our overall income. In part because, of course, stuff's getting more focused into stuff we need. Some of our newer stuff, and they're getting more business, so let's take a look-see here at the water network. Okay, so what we'll do, just as a temp thing, let's see here. Also gonna undo this part right here. Gonna do that. That's a start. I'm gonna plug in essentially this. That's gonna be a temporary thing. So as that I can decommission this area. And look at that. We are starting to make some more money. More residential, but that's a given. Well, so far our water lake here is looking good. Sucking in the water. Sucking in the water. Yeah, so we're gonna give that some time to those are supposed to be bye-bye. Yeah, look at this. We are starting to make some more money. Money, money, money. Alright, let's see here. I want to take a look at recycling center. Good, good, good. They all have water. Good. Oh, which end do I want to start with first? I think we'll just go like this, you know, moving toward here, then move this way. That's the sort of plan. I'm starting to get in my canopy, so let's see here. Make sure to these guys a couple parks. A couple offices right there. Not bad, not bad. I mean, obviously, I wish it was more, but let's see here. Schools. Alright, we need... I did not want search, I wanted roads. Let's go ahead and put up a park right. Let's put up a bigger park. Alright, let's get started on our project here. We'll first start with the unfortunate demolition of the metro system here. You guys will at least have access to the other part of the system there. Hello, guard keep. Had to turn and see if you were still here. Stretch! Stretch! Meow. 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 Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, come here, white cat. Trying to bring you up to my lap, but you don't want to play fun. Aww, such a happy kitty. Such a happy kitty. Me. Hi. Hi. Such a happy kitty. 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 I said, you tolerate being held, white cat. Sit you down. There you go. Just a second. I'm going to see if he wants out. Just a sec, guys. As a matter of fact, he did one out. Excuse me, but it felt good. Excuse me again. Go ahead here. Okay, there's that. Which now means, of course, we can finally start to demolish this part of town. We'll take it up here to the main roads. Just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. Now back to our hopefully regularly scheduled shenanigans. Ooh, that's an idea. Idea just popped into my canopy. I was taking a look-see there at the business stuff. Business demand. And come on. And da 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 da. Set up our leisure district. Let's see, that was this should be that's tourism, right? Yeah, that's tourism. Let's set up our leisure district. I was like, that would be a good idea. Let's go ahead here. Let's get a start on this leisure district. Leisure specialization. Basically, I'm going to try to make as possible as few intersections as I can. There we go. Or at least to the main roads here, as few intersections as I can. Rather have that little bit extra there. If we set up a little bit of a leisure area here, and hopefully get some Lizzie's karaoke place. Alright, we do have some demand here for office slant industrial. Let's go do some industrial, eh? Start to fill this area here in. I think we'll do an intersection like that. There we go. So we'll get some industrial here stuff going, so as that excuse me, we can have power going. Makes me want to see how much imports are on the rise. We had that little spike right up there, and we have and then a drop. No, exports are going up. So nice to see. I just wanted to take a look-see at that. These guys are still sucking up plenty of water. I think what I'll do, I'll make sure we get this area a little bit more, ooh. There it is, a little bit of flattening there. I'll make sure we kind of maximize the water we get. We don't have it all clogged up right in here. There we go. There's that little bit of extra space, and we'll fine tune this bit right here. Let's go and flatten this area out here. Aw, White Cat's laying down. White Cat got. I had to go get White Cat back in. He's laying here down by the door, my door. Just, you know, he's laying down, taking advantage of stuff, and he's just flicking the tip of his tail a little bit. He's obviously content. Yes, I'm always happy to see those moments, you know, where White Cat is happy, you know. It's not always easy keeping him happy. Let's go ahead and narrow some of that up a bit. Oh yeah. Eventually what will happen is we'll eventually sort of curve the soil, you know, fill in this part right here essentially. And yeah, so far we're holding up in terms of pumping, so I'm not going to be too pissed off in that regard. I'm going to go ahead and let's fully dredge this area. Since we're on a kind of a little bit of a terraforming spree right here, let's go ahead here. We'll dredge this area out as much as we can. And then we will fill some of it in. Fill in some of the edges, that is. we go. The edge here just a little bit more what's it up here. Go ahead and fill some of this area in. Like I said, we're trying to simultaneously fill it up. Fill the area here within a soil, but also water. And of course, we do need to get back to our what's it project over yonder. Our decommissioning project. There we go. Let's see here. Let me mute the desktop for you guys, so you don't gotta worry about hearing crunch, crunch, crunch all the time. Just reorientate that. We're getting there, we're getting there. There we go. We'll have to keep this main going for a little bit here. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, almost done. With this part, at least. And there we go. There we go. Alright. Let's see here. How we're doing. Well, it's holding up. Just a little bit of a hold up in that little bit, but that's alright. I do not mind. Yeah, it's mostly, of course, because the difference in elevation here in the stuff right here, it's sort of serving as a little bit of a choke point. Let's see here. Let's we can do narrow this down, broad, deepen this little bit right here. Simultaneously narrow that part. Yeah, let's actually fully add some depth here. Let's create a sort of a semi-channel right here. What we'll do is we'll also fill in some spots over here as a means to dump our dirt. I know we're going to have to essentially fill this part here back in eventually, but yes, the inevitable BUTT. At least we're also sort of, as much as we're adding capacity, we're also negating capacity. We'll just save some time and effort here. And money. Just make sure to add it right here. Might be too much soil, but the thing of it is, we're about to have a whole bunch of soil, water come in to take its place, so... Might be an undulating lake, a roiling mass of water, but at least we are doing better than we were. All right. What I'm going to do now, let's go to our tile selection process. Actually, why am I doing that? To get dirt, when I could come right over here. Dum-dum. Dum-dum. Because I want to do a little bit more terraforming while the concept is in my canopy. See what I did there? I went for some C words there. Why expand new territory to new territory when I've already got some area where I can pull up some dirt? fill in that little bit there. Let's bring the soil here. Goal is simple. Make a make our like a thing. You know, it's got me thinking back to the Tree Scouts. One of the other, this isn't the same. We went to a different unit, different lake. Was in several different Boy Scout, the Tree Scout troops, and over the years, and there was one lake with this different unit that went with them. We had to make a little bit of a longer trip to get to this hiking trip at this one lake. And this is the first time I went on this trip. It was an annual thing, you know, to go visit. Let's go visit insert lake for our usual hiking trip. And that year hadn't been raining in that part of the country as well as it could have, and the lake was below the normal flood control levels. Is that at least to my understanding, at least with this one particular lake, and it's probably the same for a lot of Army Corps of Engineers lakes, is that there is there's the low pool, let's see here, I'm going to actually, just a second, I'm going to look it up. See. Hi there, White Cat. Let's see. Hi, White Cat. Hi. Are you wanting out? Just a second. White Cat wants out. All right, let me see here. Finish looking. All right, all right. Ugh. All right. This isn't the actual lake that I went to. I've been talking about, but it gives an example of gives an example of the thing here is the Jim Chapman Lake, Cooper Dam. So basically, as you guys can see, it's there's the flood pool, the conservation pool, and the sediment pool. basically, I think it was the conservation pool. Is that that's the the norm? That's what we would call sort of the nominal lake level. The top of that level would be the top of the nominal level, and it was low for that year. This one Army Corps lake we went to. So the conservation pool, which is the normal lake levels, um, um, the we could actually walk on the lake bed. Where in successive years that I went on this trip, several successive years that I went on this trip, we couldn't walk on the thing. Let's see here. People are demanding stuff, so let's give them some stuff. Demanding. So let's see here. We'll make this high density commercial. We'll make this low density commercial. Let's put up a couple parks here. And let's see here. I'm not sure where exactly we're going to make a change over here, but let's go ahead and plumb in the mains. We'll be changing it over at some point. But yeah, it's like we got to walk on the lake bed, and that's of course, in my experience, hadn't quite ever seen that sort of thing. Normally, it was a thing where come on, there we go. Where you normally saw lakes being fuller, you know but of course there's something like Lake Mead there behind the Hoover Dam. Quite famously, of course, it's running low. But of course, it's in the middle of the Grand Canyon, so you got steep walls. You only got certain places where you can access the reservoir, and this was one of those places in this particular flood control location where the it's obviously somewhat more Midwestern. It's not like Illinois where it's flat everywhere. It's the rolling availability of stuff for people and oops, and let's see here. Where's the where is it? Oh, we're ready to launch a rocket. Let's launch a rocket. Let's go. And there, of course, went our rocket. All right. Let's see here. Got a little bit more population demand. So, let us make it so, as Captain Picard would say. Oh, that's right. We need, let's see here. I have a little bit of overlap there. What was that description there? It's probably under here. It increases the birth rate. I want people to have fun in town, so. Oh, what's Tree just thought of something here, or remembered something, I should say. There we go. Let's see, education boost. Let's do that. Yeah, it's then where's the one thing? Oh, high-tech housing. Want that. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Oh, how did I forget to boost connections? Let's do Industry 4.0 too. I might be able to start to get better industrial demand here too. Yeah, look at that. This has got six highly educated positions. Look at that. If we do this, see. As usual, traffic's a problem. Let's see here. Let's have traffic management has never been. Traffic management has never been one of my fortes in this game. Do that. God, we're backed up. Oh, I forgot to. Oh. Duh. Let's see how we're doing over here industrial-wise. We had, well, let's get some more workers. Let's see here. Regret having to do that, but also kind of want to have people be able to transit across several easier to access locations. They don't spend so much time walking, of course. I'm just trying to see what let's see. I'm going to quickly rename our cargo hubs here. Just going to add numerals to them. So what I'll do, can do to somewhat help ourselves out just a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to de-zone these areas. That way we can have them have a little bit more of a focus. That way we can sort of, you know, scrunch together, sort of do kind of like what we've been doing. Having some of these areas sort of get scrunched together so that they can get the employees they need. But at the same time, we'll still leave these couple guys here going. Let's see if, yeah. Barely give those guys some operating ability there. Also get out a few more garbage trucks. So yeah, let's I'm gonna go ahead here. Let's go and take our first break. So yeah, guys, go ahead and stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom, and excuse me, I will see you all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys. Tree is back. I'm gonna go ahead here and jump back into the action. Probably gonna end got a note from Tree Dad, said, hey, I'm gonna need your help here in a little while. So probably gonna have to end more toward regular time, but till such time we will proceed with stuff. So come on. There we go. Let's go ahead here. Da, 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 da. Let's get some parks here. Make sure we get some parks installed. It's a good thing for our citizens. Make those guys happy. Keeping our people happy is always a good thing, so alright. I think it's time for our final shutdown of this area of the city. But before we go demolishing everything, ooh, we are at a good price here to buy some farmland stuff. Let's quickly take out a couple loans. See if we can't try and pump up the price a little bit. What we'll do, of course, is let's see here. Let's go ahead and put up a couple farm maintenance buildings. Increase our efficiencies. Let's put up a barracks there. Overeducated workers. Anywho, let's all right. First thing to do is do that. Actually, that. Okay, that'll have to be our last one. So, oh. There we go. Alright, then let's get this road going up here. Let's get the big road too before I forget. Anti-dum-dum time. Let's get some more barracks here going while I'm thinking about it. Come on, barracks. And let's get another, what's the thing they're going to? Good. I was like, wait, do I have water here? Do I have water? Yes, I do. Momentarily place this guy over there. Alright, now I want to see here. Oh. Put in a couple milking parlors here. And then this Twee is smart. He wants to put in some local storage silos. So is that, you have the ability to store some of this stuff locally. And look at that, it's filling up fast. How about our guys over here? Well, it could be worse, so. Alright. Let's see here. Ho ho! Oh my goodness, we missed a good chance to make money hand over fist! Let's see if. Come on, higher, higher, higher! Oh, come on. That is not the direction I want you to be going. Higher! Higher! Just a smidge higher, even just a smidge. That's good. Make some moolah. Let's just see how much it crashes. Oh, 700, that's not bad. Come on, if you could just crash just a little lower, please. No, come on! Sort of like, come on. There we go. take that loss, but only because I know that we have the potential to make a nice big gain. Come on. Higher. Higher. Higher than that, please. Watch as it crashes. Oh. There we go. Look at that. One day spike. Like I said, it is never ever possible to really predict the stock market. You can never predict the stock market. Because there are so many factors going on. That's a good enough sale price. Because there are so many factors at play in the stock market. You have people doing their thing, businesses doing theirs, a whole bunch of stuff going on that governments, agencies, transport, raw materials, finished goods, just a whole bunch of factors that, as things going on happen, you cannot honestly predict what is going to happen and when. I've seen, there are some people, say, oh, we're due for a crash. It's like the market will fluctuate. Let's see here. Just missed a good, what's the price? Purchase price. See, I knew it was going to go up. That's why, with some of this stuff, I was like, let's go ahead here and purchase. And then, oh boy. Hello! Buying opportunity. Oh, yeah, it's, for me personally, I just try to buy whenever I get the chance. When I know I can chuck some money toward the stock market, that's why I do what I can to invest. It's make that quote from Star Wars. From as Yoda said to Luke in Episode 5, is like, always away, looking toward his way to the future, to the horizon, never his mind on where he was, what he was doing. Or as they said in Episode 1, it's, but Yoda said I should be mindful of the future, but not at the expense of the moment. That is why, I do what I can to, is that, let's see here. We just had an idea. Potential idea. Yes. Oh yeah, it's one of these things of it's as much as I would love to be able to have the situation to where I was making, let's just say, I had a job where my income level was, say, $5,000 a month, $60K a year. Let's see. They're accounting for taxes, and this is just a rough estimate. God, I'd have to go take a look-see at the figures. I have to break it down, but I probably would, after taxes and expenses, I would probably have $3,000 a month. Approximately, probably more like 20. So let's just say $2,750. A little bit more than half, just after taxes, benefits, all that jazz. Paying for benefits and all that. Probably I would find a way to chuck, easily $500 a month. But I don't have that kind of luxury with where I am. Which is why I do what I can. Let's see here. Not like that. Want it right there. Let's put a little more investment here into the... Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's try a smaller one. Yeah. Alright. Let's get some slaughterhouses going here. There we go. Get some more stuff here going. Yeah, I wish I could have that sort of, income to where I had, that sort of money. Unfortunately, in order to really get a job where I'm getting, $60K a year, I'd have to, do some serious job searching with my skill set and all that. Or, like, go back to school for something. I've thought about perhaps several times going back to school, but I'm not sure. I've never been sure if the rewards would be, well, shall we say, worth it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put up an office area here, just as a little bit of fun times. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we really did just miss a good what's it purchase thing. See if it goes down. Probably won't. Probably go back up. Yep, I was right. Ah, here we go. See, it's a good thing I waited. It's a good thing I waited. Go up to 26 or even 2700 a share. So we can really make some nice bling. Go. If we could go up just a smidge, even just a smidge more, closer to 2700 a share, that would be swell. Higher! Higher! Come on, higher, higher, higher. Take the loss. Because I know that I would rather have a take the loss in order to get that bigger gain. Oh, come on! There we go. There we go. That's a nice big selling point for me, at least. Okay. Now, so far it's holding up. All right, let's do a little bit more terraforming here. Make sure to head on over here to our elevation selection point. And I'm going to divide this area here into two. Come in right in here. Continue to fill in our lake area here. I know we need to get rid of that other area, but I want to get finally start getting our lake area built up, filled in, so as that we can start getting it to where start building out again. All right, where do I want to start filling in? What the? How in the heck? How in the heck are you still there? That's probably why I was getting that water message. So, you know, how long does it take for us to get water? That would explain that message. So over this coming week, I will, this is just throwing thought process out there. Over this upcoming week, I plan to, of course, spend what time I can. I've got to take care of myself, first things first. But sort of my plan for this upcoming week is to here in game in Skylines is to start to get some more money made. We'll get I'll get money made, do some terraforming off cam. That way we can have more focus on building up our city. Of course, I won't be able to do every single little possible thing terraforming wise or building wise, but I'll do what I can. Of course, filling in the reservoir here will, force water down. It kind of makes me think back to the, oh, that's an idea. Is, come in and do some of the stuff over here, too. But, let's go ahead. Go ahead and put up a sort of a feed here to help say, hey, water, got a place for you to go. Fill this part here in, so we'll have that little bit of a safety net. Go ahead and do some broad paint strokes there with the making sure everything's level there. Let's continue to meander our way here. This has got me thinking about the Honorverse. Particularly, what's described, at least for Manicore, is how a lot of people, that they tend to live in residential towers. Is both in especially Haven, Manicore, there's described as, having a lot of literally open space where a lot of people live in these residential towers. So think something, think of, something like this. Think New York City a lot more scrunched together, and these massive towers rising, I think it's like in some cases, I'd have to go double check for specifics, but I think it's in some cases, like they're described as a couple kilometers tall, and I think in one description I remember it was like a kilometer or two wide for, I think it was like for some of the Haven towers. you know, they were a couple kilometers wide, and how they were able to, you know, house at least tens of thousands of people. So, you know, a footprint of, so, you know, like instead of having, you know, being, you know, tens of thousands of kilometers wide or in size, you know, like New York City, New York City metropolitan statistical area, so being thousands of miles slash tens of thousands of kilometers in size, you know, is maybe, you know, a couple hundred kilometers, several dozen miles in size, you know, of like, say, Landing, which is the Manticorian capital, or Nouveau Paris, or Nouveau Paris, as would be for Haven. So, you know, several thousand kilometers, several dozen, maybe a couple hundred equivalent of square miles of for that. And, you know, it's these vast open spaces. And it's also sort of described by Weber as that at this 1900 PD, post-diaspora, that the Manicore system alone held 78% of the gross system product of the old Terra, Earth, or solar system. And by 1920 PD, despite the stress of two wars, one of them ongoing, you know, comfortably exceeded that. But of course, Manicore, you know, obviously, you know, a founded colony well after old Earth had been set, because of course, you know, humanity developed here on Earth, having, you know, let's see here. I think we can go ahead and restart some of our industry here. But that's one of the things that Weber describes is that humanity has advanced in a big way to some of this other stuff. And let's see here. I want to change something. Just a sec here, guys. My OCD is going haywire. There we go. There we go. That's better. That is much, much better. But, yeah, it's, well, there's a lot more open space. There's a lot more, there's a Manticore especially has a lot of, in both the Manticore A and Manticore B subsystems, depending on what's going on, is, there's a lot of industry in orbit, a lot of Manticore A4, the planet Manticore, the capital planet of the system, and the Star Kingdom / Star Empire. And there's described as, you know, there's a lot of business going along, a lot of industry. Whereas in the Manticore B subsystem, Manticore B5, or is it B4? Gosh darn it, I need to double check it. Let's double check here. Griffin Manticore. Yeah, Manticore B4. just want to make sure I was not speaking out my butt. As I remember, it's the Mana Core B system is produces the lion's share of the system raw materials, especially in orbit. Or an amount of heavy industry is there, but because the Mana Core A system subsystem is where the wormhole is, that's where a lot of the traffic is, and of course there's also an amount of heavy industry there too, because of the import. And the Mana Core wormhole junction with its 7 termini just gives the Manacorians a tremendous economic power. You know, it's described as, Weber describes a lot of the stuff going on there as, you know, a lot of, you know, it's because of the way the economic power, it's, you know, even in mediocrity, you know, you could be very well off. Proportionally speaking, you know, not everybody is, they're not going to have a whole bunch of, you know, the equivalent of, Bill Gates's or Elon Musk's, or, they have their own share of Elon Musk's and all that. You know, these Jeff Bezos's, it was described in the novels, the Hauptmann family, led by Klaus Hauptmann and his daughter Stacy, his only child. You know, he's described, you know, in Manticorian dollars as being a trillionaire. You know, he would, the way, you know, the way Hauptmann is, the Hauptmanns are, especially Klaus, is that he is so obscenely rich. He makes Jeff Bezos, you know, look like someone like me. You know, his financial acumen and business stratagems have given him so much power, and he wields a lot of influence. You know, obviously he, at first, you know, it's described as Klaus and his daughter, and Klaus and Honor, Harrington's series protagonists, you know, they initially weren't on good terms, despite having some of the same ideas in regards to some stuff. But they eventually made up and are now fairly good friends. There's still a little bit of rough edginess between them in some ways, but there's, on the whole, they've made up. And they let's see here. Let's take a look. See here at the deposits. I do want to bring the highway a little bit closer here, but not too close. In some ways. Let's go and buy this tile. So as that, we can make that adjustment. And that's probably one of the things I'll do off cam, is make the additional adjustment there. Let's go ahead and we'll level the terrain here. But yeah, he is really wealthy in the sort of there's sort of three in, there aren't necessarily, there's obviously some amount of class in Manticorian society. There's what are called shareholders. It's sort of fallen by the wayside by the time Oniverse, we have our main series. But it's still kind of there in a way, is there are sort of three classes, major classes. There's shareholders, yeomen, and zero balancers. Shareholders, whether they be first or second shareholders, are the most quote unquote prestigious class of Manticorian society, with being either original colonists or those who had enough money to fully pay for passage after the Manticorian Plague of the mid-14th century PD, in which case, they're trying after the plague, in which killed a very high percentage of the original colonists. They, of course, wanted to retain their original colony. It was originally, led by essentially a governing council led by the Winton family. Was eventually made into a monarchy, with the Winton family being becoming the ruling family of the Star Kingdom of Manticore. And Wintons, of course, are primarily the largest landowners. And then, of course, there's their first shareholders, and then their second shareholders, those who were able to buy, as I said, the shares of land, pay for passage after the plague. Then there's yeomen, second generation migrants who came in after the plague, and they were able to pay for their ticket to Manticore, and perhaps enlarge in what they were able to get, maybe just a bit smidge, where first and second generation shareholders were able to buy land or equivalent, lands in the Manticorian Constitution account for more than just physical land. You could own part of a spatial orbit, broadcast spectrum, shipping facilities, etc. And so, first and second shareholders were the more prestigious properties to have as possible. Then yeomen would, like Anna Harrington, they would have the ability, to perhaps, and her family had the ability to perhaps expand their influence just a smidge. Despite, having, not have barely perhaps paid for their tickets. And then there was what called zero balancers. Basically, Manticore would help subsidize their immigration to the Star Kingdom. And they would have to wait almost 9 Earth years. It would be 5 Manticorian years. But yeah, almost 9 Earth years to have basic voting rights and all that. But the Hauptmanns were, I forget, Heinrich Hauptmann, that was it. I can't believe I pulled that out of my canopy. Um, was a zero balancer, and of course his descendant, Klaus, despite being becoming a trillionaire, was very proud of his heritage. He said, it shows, the equivalent of the, we'll call it the Manticorian dream, to sort of, become very well off. And that's one of the things that Weber describes in the books is that, there's a lot of social responsibility to help society, help advance Manticorian society and all that. Heck out of the way there, dude. I got rid of that. I saw it just lurking there, and I thought I'd gotten rid of it. Yeah, Manticorians are very much described as, wanting to, the vast majority of society is willing to work hard to advance, keep the, live up to the dream of, mediocrity is a good thing. Whereas, there are those, say, like the Earls of North Hollow, or got Baron what's his face. God, I'm blanking out on his name. Basically, the kind of person, people like not Earl Whitehaven. Gosh darn it. The Young family. They're an example of those who I think they were first generation shareholders, as I vaguely remember. And they're the sort of, people who want to, gain the system, who has this, this superiority complex, we're better than everybody else. Well, we're going to use the system to our advantage to maintain our power and position, and the rest of the Star Nation can go suck it, because we're better. Sort of thing, High Ridge, that was it. High Ridge. Baron High Ridge, that's what I was... Yeah, and the Earls of North Hollow. Those are the examples of the Manticorian system, of those major examples, politically speaking, of people who don't want to play nice. What are we doing here? We're starting to fill up. But of course, we are slowly removing places where water could be, and as water feeds into the system, we're making stuff happen. So yeah, we see, like good guys, like like Honor, representing a historically yeoman family. Klaus Hauptmann showing off Zero Balancer, and Empress Elizabeth and the Wintons showing off, you know, the good side of Manticorian society versus, say, the bad side, you know, like the Baron Highridge, the Earls of North Hollow, Denver Somervale, you know, showing all those being the bad boys, you know, bad, you know, in quotation marks, showing off, you know, the not so pretty side of Manticorian's mediocrity. I think I'm getting a. Tree Dad said, "I need you to help me with something before you go to bed later tonight," and he's really waiting for me to help him out. So I think we're going to end stream here in a bit. So yeah. Obviously, you know, Manticorians, they're going to have, you know, the good and the bad. But, I would rather have, you know, I wouldn't mind me being a Manticorian. Of course, I'm kind of biased toward, you know, that's the main point of view we have of the series is from the, is mainly depend in terms of the good side is, you know, a Manticorian perspective, so. You know, and I would rather have that sort of perspective, you know, and all that, so. Alright, so yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it, guys. So let's take a look-see here first at our stats. Exports are still up, which is good. Imports been up, they're coming back down. They've come down, but they're going up a little bit. No destroyed rogue segments. We've had some collapsed buildings. We've only had a few casualties from disasters. No disasters. Cyclists are down. Prisoners, we need to make those guys go down. Office space is down, but it's coming back up a little bit. Had a little bit of industrial fluctuation. Commerce is fluctuating. Residential is flat. Well, we're maintaining the... We finally reached it to the 90th percentile. We need to do that. We need to do more of that. Tourists are up, and as are their tax. So that is good. That's always a good thing. Let's see, student, residential, there we go, yeah. Students are coming up. Education levels are coming up. Available jobs are down. We can work on that. Maintaining the 90th percentile in employment. Death rate is up. Birth rate is also up. Influx is coming back up. Population changes slowly going down. Taxation values slowly coming up. Value is down, but hopefully we'll have it come back up. Treasury budget is flat. Treasury is, of course, all over the frickin' place. So let's go ahead here. Go ahead and save. Go ahead and toggle that. Save after quit. Save. Excuse me, but it felt good. So let's go ahead. Let's see who is live. Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? So let me see here. Who do I want to go say hi to? Who do I? Ooh. Here's somebody I haven't seen. Let me make sure they're live. But yeah, if you're following here on Twitch at twitch.tv/OsageOrange, please remember to hit that follow button. Please remember that if you're watching over on the YouTubes, over at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming, to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for notifications. It really does help. And of course, let's see. Okay, good. All right. Our raid target is live, so we're going to go say hi to Mandy over at twitch.tv/MamaMandy. So go ahead and select the Tree Grove has arrived to bring you shade and water. That is our standard raid call. Please wait for me to post first. Want a nice strong raid behind me. Hope to catch you guys later today, Sunday, for another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. Monday and Thursday are going to be, of course, another couple episodes of Let's Play Titan. Get myself mixed up. Let's Play Prison Architect Season 2. And next Saturday, of course, is going to be another episode of City Building Saturdays, City Skylines, hopefully at the regularly scheduled time. So let's go ahead here. Let's get this raid party started. As appreciates everybody who has come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.